Squid Game Season 3 is coming out in less than a week, and the hype is absolutely unreal. But as we inch closer to the big release, some serious spoilers are starting to slip through the cracks. A few lucky media personnel have already been granted full access to the entire final season, and they've dropped some major revelations that regular fans like us were never supposed to hear. And yes, we're talking about confirmed character fates, dramatic plot turns, and emotional bombshells that could redefine how we experience this season. Big spoiler alert, because what you're about to hear is juicy, game-changing stuff. But trust me, you're going to want to stick around until the very end of this video, because we're diving deep into the drama, the betrayals, and the heartbreak. And if you're loving this Squid Game content, make sure to hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe, because there's so much more coming your way. So let's get straight into it. An entertainment journalist just dropped an exclusive interview featuring some of the key cast members, and it seems like the video may have gone live a little too early because the cast accidentally spills some huge spoilers. The first segment of the interview featured player 149, Myung-gi, and player 120, Hyun-ju. Fans have already caught glimpses of them in action-packed moments from the trailers, especially during Game 4. But now we have confirmation. Hyunju has a major action sequence in that round, where she tries to protect player 149 and player 222. However, things take a darker turn when the actors are asked what their characters regret the most in Season 3. This is where it gets intense. Hyunju's actress says, "After opening the door, I should have looked behind first to see who was there." That's a huge line, and it's not just a metaphor. This practically confirms that her character gets eliminated in Game 4, likely by being ambushed. She doesn't even make it far enough to play the infamous jump rope game teased in the trailers. So who eliminates her? Enter Im Si-won, who plays player 333, better known as MG Coin. He describes his character's arc as very dark and morally ambiguous. Based on everything we've seen, it's highly likely that MG Coin attacks Hyunju from behind and takes her key, allowing player 222, Jun-hee, to advance. That single regretful line from Hyunju about not looking back makes perfect sense now. It also brings the bitter rivalry from the Mingle game full circle. Unfortunately for Hyunju, the coin flips against her this time. But that's not the only tragedy. Kang Ae-shim, the actress behind player 149 Myung-gi, also answers the same question. Her response? She regrets giving birth to a son instead of a daughter. That line hits like a truck. It strongly suggests that her son, player 007, Young-sik, meets his end this season. From his previous appearances, we know Young-sik is stubborn and often dismissive of his mother's advice. Her character's poster says "Mother knows best," which could imply that Young-sik ignores her warning, and that defiance is what leads to his downfall. Her regret isn't just about loss, it's a reflection of generational conflict, trust, and emotional disconnect. Brutal stuff. Then comes the biggest, most emotionally loaded segment of the interview. Im Si-won, player 333, and Jo Yuri, player 222. Fans have been speculating that their characters, MG Coin and Jun-hee, might reconcile during the games, but judging by what we heard in this interview, that's not going to happen. The interviewer even says, "I really wished your characters were able to work it out." That line alone hints that there is no happy ending for them. Not together, at least. During the interview, MG Coin talks about the jump rope game. He says that this is where his character crosses the bridge of no return and admits that MG Coin makes a choice that he personally would never make in real life. Meanwhile, Jun-hee's actor reveals that her character doesn't even get to participate in the game and instead has an incredibly intense emotional moment. Here's where we piece it all together, and brace yourself, because this theory might blow your mind. I think Jun-hee goes into labor during the jump rope game. She gives birth right there on the platform. MG Coin sees her in pain, knows what's happening, and instead of staying with her or helping, he jumps. He leaves her behind, choosing to play the game and chase victory. It's cold, it's devastating, and it would completely align with his morally gray descent. But he's not the only one there. Gi-hun is also part of the jump rope game. In a deleted scene mentioned during press interviews, Gi-hun is seen carrying a baby while playing the game. That adds up perfectly. He stays with Jun-hee, takes the baby, and tries to survive for both of them. Remember that eerie moment during the Mingle game when the shaman locked eyes with Gi-hun and told him there was a reason he was still in the game? Then, without another word, she turned her gaze back to Jun-hee, almost as if silently connecting the dots for us. At the time, it felt cryptic, but looking back now, it was clear foreshadowing. And with Lee Jung-jae accidentally dropping a major spoiler, it all makes sense. She was right. Gi-hun isn't just another player fighting to survive. He has a greater purpose. He's the one who will ensure the baby makes it out alive. What once felt like a vague, unsettling warning has now transformed into a chilling prophecy, and all signs point to Gi-hun being at the heart of it. That moment could be Gi-hun's redemption arc, saving a child in the middle of a deadly game. But for Jun-hee, if she can't participate, the rules are clear. She's out. It's a tragic but powerful ending. When asked about regrets, MG Coin says his character's biggest mistake was trusting only himself, chasing both love and money, and ending up with neither. That confirms everything. Meanwhile, Jun-hee's actress says her character probably had no regrets. Even in her final moments, she stood by her choices. That contrast between them, absolutely heartbreaking. So now the big question, what happens next? What about the rest of the cast? Daeho, Min-soo, Namgyu. Their fates are still a mystery. Will they survive? Will they rise? Or will they fall just like Hyun-ju, Young-sik, and Jun-hee? One thing's for sure, this season is going to be brutal, emotional, and unforgettable. So what do you think? Are these spoilers legit? Do you believe MG Coin truly betrays Jun-hee? And what do you think will happen to the baby? Could the next generation be the true hope of the series? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear all your wildest theories. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives like this one, hit that like button, subscribe for non-stop Squid Game content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single reveal. We're just days away from Season 3's premiere, and I'll be right here with you every step of the way.
Let's go!
While you're here, don't miss out on these other Squid Game videos popping up on your screen. If you're hungry for more theories, breakdowns, and exclusive updates, head over to my channel and dive into the rest of my Squid Game content. Thanks for watching. Your support means the world. See you in the next one.